If you're a man over 50, you've probably asked yourself, is masturbation still safe at this age? Could it be quietly harming your prostate, hormones, or sexual stamina? Don't worry, you're not alone. This is a topic millions of men silently search for, but very few dare to speak about openly. In this video, we'll strip away the myths, using clear scientific evidence, and dive into the truth about masturbation after middle age. And you might be surprised by what research has uncovered. Studies suggest that while most men over 60 continue to masturbate, many do so in secret because they're uncertain about the real impact it may have on their hormones, prostate, or even their ability to have sex with a partner. That's why today we're going to have a truthful, science-backed conversation. I'll walk you through 10 surprising benefits of masturbation as you age, and then 10 potential risks you need to watch out for to ensure your practice stays healthy. Let's start with the good news. Masturbation helps maintain penile health. The second benefit, and this one may shock you, is that regular masturbation might actually help prevent prostate cancer. That might sound opposite to what you've heard, but this isn't a myth. It's backed by one of the most credible studies in the world, a nearly 20-year study from Harvard University. They followed tens of thousands of men and discovered that those who ejaculated more than 21 times per month had up to a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. That's right, a private act, often seen as shameful, may actually act as a quiet shield for your long-term prostate health. Frequent ejaculation helps remove harmful secretions and residues from the prostate ducts. Third, it strengthens the pelvic floor. The rhythmic muscle contractions that occur during orgasm activate and train major pelvic muscles, like the pubococcygeus. Keeping this muscle group strong is essential for erectile function, ejaculation control, and preventing urinary incontinence, a common issue in older men. Fourth, it lowers the stress hormone cortisol. In our high-stress world, that's a powerful benefit. Studies show that orgasm leads to a significant drop in cortisol levels. Lower cortisol helps regulate blood pressure and reduce anxiety, making it a natural support for both heart and mental health. Fifth, it releases a mix of feel-good neurotransmitters. Orgasm floods the brain with dopamine, the pleasure and motivation molecule, and oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This natural chemical cocktail boosts mood and provides a sense of emotional connection, priceless for mental well-being. Sixth, it supports early detection of physical issues. Regular masturbation improves body awareness. Frequent self-checking helps men spot early signs of issues such as testicular cancer, Peyronie's disease, or other abnormalities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Seventh, it improves sleep quality. After orgasm, the release of hormones like oxytocin and prolactin, combined with lower cortisol, has a deeply calming effect, helping the body ease into restful sleep. Sleep, as we know, becomes harder to maintain with age. Eighth, it enhances blood flow in the pelvic region, not just to the penis. Masturbation improves circulation throughout the lower body, which benefits the bladder, prostate, and surrounding muscles, helping prevent issues caused by poor circulation or fluid buildup. Ninth, it can help train ejaculation control. For men who struggle with premature ejaculation, masturbation provides a private, safe way to practice techniques like the start-stop method. This allows better understanding of the body's signals and builds control, which can transfer into sex with a partner. And 10th, it maintains your libido and the neural pathways that drive it. The brain is the most important sexual organ. By regularly engaging in sexual thoughts and physical stimulation, you keep the brain circuits for arousal and desire alive and well, even if you don't have a consistent sexual partner. But to see the full picture, we can't only focus on the positives. A healthy practice is a conscious one. So now, let's talk about 10 potential risks or negative effects you should be aware of to keep things in balance. Risk 1 is social isolation. This becomes a concern when solo pleasure stops being part of a healthy sexual life and instead becomes a replacement for genuine human connection. The key here is awareness, making sure your solo practice complements your life, rather than causing withdrawal from it. Second, there's the risk of skin irritation or microinjury. This often happens when masturbation is too aggressive or done without enough lubrication. These tiny skin tears can lead to irritation, inflammation, or even infection. The fix is simple. Be gentle and always use a high-quality water-based lubricant. Third is reduce sensitivity. If you always stimulate yourself in the same way, with the same pressure and rhythm, your brain may start to respond only to that specific sensation. This can make it harder to reach arousal or orgasm with a partner. It's important to vary your technique, rhythm, and focus. Fourth, it can mask the root causes of erectile dysfunction. If you're only able to get erect when masturbating, but not with a partner, you may be tempted to ignore the problem. However, this could be a sign of deeper health issues like heart disease, diabetes, or hormonal imbalances. If you notice this pattern, it's essential to see a doctor. Speaking of root causes, I need to pause here for a moment because this is crucial. While this video gives you facts and awareness, I also want to share a powerful natural remedy, one that's been developed specifically to target what new science shows may be the root cause of many male performance issues. It's not about hiding symptoms. It's about restoring erection and endurance naturally, like in your younger years. I highly recommend watching the video linked below, or just point your phone's camera at the QR code on screen now to access it. Now that you have that resource, let's return to the remaining risks you should keep in mind. Risk 5. Nerve compression due to poor posture. Many men masturbate while slouched or seated on hard chairs. Over time, this posture can compress the pudendal nerve in the pelvic area, leading to numbness or pelvic pain. Ideally, engage in the activity in a relaxed, comfortable position, like lying down with proper support. Risk 6. Using masturbation as an emotional escape. If it becomes your only coping strategy for stress, boredom, or frustration, it can turn into behavioral dependence. It's important to build a diverse emotional toolkit, including meditation, exercise, or talking to others. Risk 7. Guilt and shame. Many men were raised with strong cultural or religious taboos around masturbation. If those feelings are persistent and distressing, talking to a sex-positive therapist or counselor can be extremely helpful in reshaping your relationship to this natural practice. Risk 8. Pelvic congestion. While infrequent ejaculation may increase prostate risks, ejaculating too often, multiple times per day over long periods, can sometimes lead to heaviness or aching in the testicles and pelvic area. The solution is moderation and listening to your body. Risk 9. Potential impact on semen quality. This is only a concern if you and your partner are actively trying to conceive. While daily ejaculation doesn't harm long-term fertility, it can temporarily reduce sperm concentration. For optimal quality, research suggests abstaining for 2 to 5 days. And finally, risk 10. Disconnection from reality, often linked to pornography. If masturbation becomes too reliant on extreme or unrealistic porn, it can distort expectations and make it harder to connect with a real partner. The key is to balance any visual media with your own imagination or real-life memories. So, as you can see, masturbation after 60 isn't simply good or bad. It's a tool. And like any tool, how you use it determines the outcome. The secret ingredient is always mindfulness. When practiced with awareness, respect for your body, and moderation, it can be a powerful, even wonderful, ally for your health and vitality. I hope this conversation was helpful. I'd love to hear from you. What surprised you the most today? A healthy sex life, including masturbation, should never be something to hide. When done right, it can be a silent yet powerful partner in protecting your prostate health. If this video helped shift your perspective, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because our next video will uncover a common habit that may be silently lowering your testosterone every day. What part of men's health makes you most curious? Leave a comment. Maybe your topic will appear in an upcoming episode. Because age doesn't take your manhood. Only giving up does. And I know you're not that kind of man. See you in the next video.